What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 2 of trying to troubleshoot the NSX. So we actually went ahead and moved out of the main shop. We got some work that's got to be done over there, and moved the NSX into the house garage. That way we can go ahead and do a little more troubleshooting, got some more room around the lift. But if you follow up what we did on the other day, it actually was firing off here and there. You hear the misfire, but I want to try to find that starter signal issue first. So I want to go and make sure we can get it turning with the key. That is the main thing I want to get done today. Then once I tackle that, fix that, then we're going to go ahead and try to figure out what our misfiring is. I was able to find my other laptop, so I got it right now sitting on top of my toolbox, just charging up. If you hadn't seen, that's the old NSX engine sitting over here. That's my K24 sitting over there. That's for the Datsun truck. Long future endeavor, hopefully, we'll see. Main guy is the NSX. Got to get that done. So we're gonna go ahead and start looking at some schematics. We'll get that started. So what we ended up doing was we actually got to the clutch switch pedal and went ahead and bypassed it. I had a feeling that maybe the little rubber piece that holds it together for the plunger broke apart, because they've all broken apart. The one for the brakes, and I think the one for the cruise control also took a crap. And I just happened to notice there was more residual left stuff on there, and wasn't sure. I can show you a little bit right there on the floor. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't on the camera, but those little rubber pieces. I don't know if you can see that right there. That's a little piece of the plunger, and it's in between the brake pedal and the clutch pedal, so wasn't sure if it was old that didn't get out of there or something new broke. Something new fucking broke. So we went ahead and bypassed it, and guess what? Now we can turn the key, and the car will actually turn over with the key. No more jumping the wire. So I'll take that as a win. At least we figured that problem out. Now we need to get into the programming of things. I got a feeling that I think I have the wrong sensor selected for the cam. So we're gonna go ahead and work on that when I get back to the house. It is way too hot. Rather do it inside in the office and tackle it and put some new programming in it. See if we can't get the sucker running. I am ready to drive this car, guys. We're so much closer. But yeah, I appreciate you guys leaving the messages in the comments about what it could be, couldn't be. Really helped out looking at other things. But at the end, it ended up being the simplest thing that I overlooked. You know, there's no room in there. I can't get down there, you know, but we finally, we were able to tackle and find out. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. Actually, Rob's been working real hard at the shop, getting everything cleaned up. Check this out. Fucking layout is spectacular. He just got his badass toolbox set up, rearranging some of the stuff there, do some more of the welding, adding some of the airlines to the setup. We ended up moving his NSX over so we can get started on that project, because there's a couple things coming down the pipeline for it. So y'all ain't gonna be ready for it. Of course, I don't know if you ever saw it, but he's got a mill machine back there too, so you can machine some parts as needed. You know, because every time you order shit online, it doesn't quite fit, because people just don't make shit like they used to anymore. So had to end up modifying it. But yeah, man, I'm glad we got the shop cleaned up. Looks awesome. He's been kicking ass out here, and I'm just ready to get on some projects this summer, really. So main one, like I said, see if we can get my NSX up and running here in the next week. But let's get back to it. Man, it's hot. I have to change out to my thin, skinny shirt, but get a little bit of air conditioning up in here. But I think I found some of the issues with the car. Thinking about it a little bit, I know I swapped over my cam position sensor to the far left, or the far right one. When you're looking at the cam gear, I had to go back and look at my old video from 2 years ago when we first did the modification, and I don't remember if I pinned it correctly. I might have had my VR backwards on it. So I gotta see if my positive and negative might be backward, and that's why we're having the firing issue. So other than that, of course, we still got a lot of old fuel we gotta go through, but I'm gonna give it a shot again. I got those wires swapped around, and we're gonna turn a key and see what happens. for good measure, we're gonna actually put a little bit of brake cleaner in there because I know we still have old fuel in that rail that has to be pushed through and burned off. Just to help it, give it a little extra bump off if I get the firing right here. Alright, hold on. Let me get my composure back. I got really excited there for a minute. That was fucking exciting. Rob, that shit was awesome. I'm excited. Fucking started right up. Well, I say started right up. Hit it with some brake clean. It actually ran for a little bit and then did shut off. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it still has a lot of that shit fuel left on the secondary rail, which is why it's shutting off. We bled it earlier. The way the fuel system is set up on these J's, it actually everything feeds into one rail, and then it loops around and pushes to the other like a closed loop system. And the return is built into the regulator, which is right next to the feed. So we could have one rail full of just shit fuel from 2.5 years ago, and one rail is actually getting regular fuel now. So I think the only way I'm gonna be able to get that out of there is really just burn it off, try to get it pushed through by running the engine. So I might do a couple more cycles with a little bit of brake clean just to keep it going. But I can't let it heat up too much. I still haven't filled up the transmission with fluid, and I don't want to overheat the shaft or anything like that where it's going to damage the seals and create a leak later. But I think I can start it a few more times, see what it does. Maybe get that little bit left of shit fuel out of there and see how it runs. Man, I'm so excited. That is the best sound. I don't care, no muffler, no nothing. It's fucking running. It ran. No knock. I didn't hear a knock. Did you hear a knock? I didn't hear shit. So we're gonna give it a few more times, cycle it through, and go from there. Let's see what we got. Really thought it would burn. Backfire.
Yeah, don't give it any throttle. You just got a puff of smoke out of that throttle body.
That probably gave it up.
Yeah, wait till it starts up.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, now that I've calmed down a little bit from earlier's jumping around, so try to start the car a few more times. Couldn't get it to stay running. I believe we're actually having a fuel delivery issue now, and it could be partially those injectors. So the injectors that we originally had for the car were trashed. They came from the junkyard. I think I got them around here somewhere. Where'd they go? Yeah, they're around here somewhere. Where we put them injectors? Oh, right there. Okay. There they are. Yeah, you can see they're junk. They're trashed. They're just disgusting. I actually owned them out a minute ago with the voltmeter just to see, and they were reading like 14.5, except for 2 of them. They were completely dead. So I went ahead and bought some inexpensive injectors, because again, this is just a test mock-up engine to make sure everything works. Some cheapo ones off of Amazon. This thing right here. Extreme Amazing 6-piece fuel injector. They're so amazing that they don't freaking work. So in order for me to verify that, I'm gonna have to pull the intake manifold off. Intake manifold has to go off again, so we can put a voltmeter on there. One, check my poles coming in, make sure that's good. So we know we're getting signal from the ECU, which I am dead set that we are. The other thing is be able to ohm the injectors, which I should have, and I never did when I got them out of the box, just to make sure one of the right ohms that we need, 12 to 14 ohm injectors, not some weird 3 ohm China thing that needs a resistor. So we'll see. I don't know if we'll get to that today, to be honest with you. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna change my shirt back and call it. It's hot. It's a hot day, and I know Rob's tired of running in and out and bending over and doing all that shit for me, so we're gonna probably call it. But I'll show you a little bit of the screen, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and order some injectors, and maybe get on it next week. So if we go right here, and I'm sorry if my camera doesn't zoom in enough, but once you have your Infinity Tuner version 296 open, you can go to Wizards and go to your setup wizard. This is where you make all your changes. You can actually go into the injector setup, which I already had highlighted earlier. Comes right up, and you can pick from a list of different injectors, RDX 410s, RSX 300, which is that's the programming we're using for these injectors. They are pretty much the same between 270 and 310. They're about the same styling, type 2s, or I'm sorry, type 3s. There's like 4 different types that they use depending on the years. They have S2000 on there. Of course, you have your Bosches, BMW, and your FICs, Fuel Injector Clinic. Since I already know for the new setup and future goals of boosting, I'm gonna have to run somewhere bare minimum 1200, but at least at 1600. FIC does offer a set, high impedance 1650s, and all the math for it is already there. So I'm contemplating doing that. I'm not gonna go Fuel Tech just because of the cost, but I am gonna double check it between Fuel Tech injectors and FIC injectors, just to see which ones are gonna work out for me price wise. I need them for the new build regardless, so that's that. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna call it. The car ran. The car actually ran. It ran, it ran on spray, but it ran. So I'm excited about that. We're getting that much closer to be able to drive in this thing before end of summer. After we get the injector issue taken care of and it's running on its own, then we're gonna go through, get the rest of the stuff done. The coilover's already installed. We got new brakes for it. That's gonna go back on there, new brake lines, stainless brake lines, new master cylinders going on it, and of course the exhaust. And we might have something pretty cool for the exhaust. Don't know yet. Honestly, for now, I think we're probably gonna put the stock muffler back on there and just make a route pipe for the J setup that's on it. But in the future, with the new engine, we might run something really freaking cool. All right, I hope you enjoyed this today. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Should I abandon the project since I'm this close? Should I keep going? Should I have done a K-swap? All the yada yada bullshit people like to say sometimes. No, I'm just curious what you guys think about the project. I think it's, it's always been a dream of mine to have this car. I finally was able to get one, and now I'm having to make it my own for sure. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.